Hello, everybody. In this video, I'm going to give an introduction to making an assembly in Onshape. So assemblies are really important to know. Any of the components that you design will generally go into some kind of a mechanism or some assembly that's used uh, to do some kind of work. We're going to start out with a very simple one today, which is just two pieces that slide together. Looks like this. So what we have is two parts on this slide reel assembly. The bigger piece is sort of the base to it all, and then there's a piece in the middle called the slider that you will just move back and forth. It's about as basic of an assembly as you could find. So we're going to start with that. So we're going to start like normal. We're going to start out by creating parts. When we're in Onshape, we're going to do this all in one part studio. We're not going to do it in two part studios like we've been doing with other components. We're going to build them together so they relate to one another, which is very important because when you have a design where you're assembling components, you do have to see how they relate to one another. So I'm just going to start with the sketch on the front plane, and I'm going to make the first part here, the rail. I'm going to do this area right here for my sketch. So I am going to just use my line tool, and I'm going to draw half of it. Here. Okay. I'm going to put a line down the bottom right in the middle because I'm going to mirror that up top. And I'm going to make that a construction line. Okay. So I'm going to pick these four pieces right here. I'm going to mirror those and select this for the mirror line. Okay. Now I can do some dimensioning. So the bottom piece from here to here, the width on that is 1.449. The height overall is 0.540. Try that again. 0.54. That looks better. The thickness on the bottom of this area, 0.260. So the dimension from here to here is 0.26. Having troubles here. There we go. The distance here is 0.275. And I actually don't even have to put in that 900 dimension here because everything's black. So, I mean, I could put it in here as a reference dimension if I wanted, but no need. Okay, so I've got a good cross section. Now I want to extrude that. My drawing, that's 4 inches. All right, so we've got the rail done. So we have to start a new part within this same part studio. One of the nice things about Onshape is you can do multiple parts together. It makes design very easy for an assembly. And we're going to use this feature right here for our next sketch because that's the area that our slider is going to go into. So I'm going to sketch on this surface. All right, face of extrude 1. And I'm going to look at this from the top to make it easier. And I'm going to make this the exact same width as from here to here. So I'm just going to use a corner rectangle from this point down to here. And all I've got to do is dimension how long this is. Whoops. Dimension this. I'll go look at my drawing. It's this part right here, the slider. So the length of it is 1 inch. That's it. We already know this length is already the correct length. It's 0.9, all right? But we don't have to put it in there because we've got everything's black. So that's it. We've got a good sketch, and now we've got to extrude that to the correct thickness, which is 0.5. So I'll extrude, click on that, change this to 0.5, and make sure this is set to new because we're doing a new part, right? We don't want to add to it, right? We want to do a new separate component. And one of the things you can tell by the fact is from the colors is that this is a separate component. And then if you look over on the left, you've got a part 1 and a part 2. I'm actually going to rename those to match my drawings. So 8967-1 is the first one. And the second one is 8967-2. Okay, that way we can tell what part is what. Okay. All right, so it looks like an assembly, but it's really not an assembly because you can't move anything. And usually in an assembly, you need to move parts around or show how they can move. So, before I go any further, I do want to put a hole in here. Hold on, go back to my drawing. We have quarter 20 through and 0.45 from the edge and 0.5 from another edge. All right, so I got to do a new sketch on here. I got to put my point here and dimension it 0.5 from that edge. And it already grabbed the center line, so I'm okay from side to side. And now I want to use my hole tool to create that quarter 20. I want to tap it through all actually, through hole here. Okay, now I got my part and I'm good. So what do we do with this now? All right, we want to be able to slide this thing back and forth and make sure it stays in between that rail. So what we have to do is go to our assembly now. And this is just a little bit different of a workspace, but what we want to do is we need to insert those components. So I'm going to click on Insert, but I'm going to click not Part Studios, but Assemblies. Oops. Part Studio, I'm sorry. I'm going to click on Part Studio. And I click on Part Studio 1 and the entire thing comes in. I'm going to put OK. Now, once you're in here, these things are free to move around. So you got to be really careful. See, like this is moving right now. I actually want to fix this in space so it doesn't move this base part of it. So I'm going to right click and click Fix. And that's not going to move now. I can't move that if I wanted to. However, this piece is still movable, but it's movable all over the place. And we want it to stay inside these rails and be connected to the bottom. So I've got to use what's called some constraints up here, or mates, they call them. And there's different types. We're going to start out with an easy one. It's the planar mate. It just means from one plane to the next. So I'm going to click on planar mate. And the first one I'll do is from this bottom surface. I'm going to click. See, you see, I have this little symbol goes around. This is your X, Y, and Z. I'm going to go from that surface and then click it to this surface. All right. And that's going to lock that right down. So it's always going to stay on that surface. However, it does go side to side still, right? But no matter what, the bottom surface will be held tight against this surface right here. So what we need another planar mate. And it can be either side, but we want to do a planar mate from this side to this side. Go okay. Now it will move back and forth, but it stays inside the rails. So no matter what we try to do, it's going to move back and forth. And that is a very basic planar mate. There's a lot of other ones we're going to get into, but this is just an introduction to what we use mates for. Now, with these, we can actually control how far this thing moves. All right, so if I double click on the planar mate, I can do what's called a limit. I can limit how far it goes in each direction on, in this case, the X, right? Because the red there, the red arrow, that's going back and forth along the rail. So I can do a maximum of, say, let's try like 1.5 inches. And let's try the same thing with minimum 1.5. Now, when that's going to allow it to only go so far, and I can't really tell, where did I move it? Oh, that's locked in place. All right, try something different. So it's saying 1.5. It's going to go that, it can go that way 1.5. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have put minus 1.5 for this one, from negative to positive, if that works. All right. I think this should work better. You gotta go in plus and minus direction. Yeah. So now that will actually move around a little bit. All right. See how that moves? But it stops at a certain spot. It's actually starting to stop right at the ends. Huh, I picked a good number. I lucked out. So that's something else you can do with this, is actually limit how far it will go. So that's just a basic introduction to assembly. So remember, in the part studio, you put all your parts together. And what I'll probably do is I'll probably add on to this and show you uh, how you can put additional parts in here afterwards if you've had to make something else for the assembly, and different ways of mating it together.